Welcome to Wrestling Talk. Today, I just want to talk a little bit about my opinions on WWE. Do I think the booking's bad? Do I think the current pay-per-view quality is bad? Do I think Monday Night Raw and SmackDown are bad? So, here's the thing. I don't watch Raw, and I don't watch SmackDown that often. I only watch the pay-per-views because that's what's important to me. I don't care about 2 hours, 5-minute matches that have a commercial break in between. And I'm also not paying for Netflix. The WWE thought they were smart, but they're not. Netflix is just expensive. They're like, let's make this more inconvenient for people. So now if you want to watch SmackDown, you have to have cable. If you want to watch Raw, you have to have a Netflix subscription. If you want to watch NXT, you have to have a Peacock subscription. Oh, wait, and if you're American, you don't get it on Netflix, which would be way more convenient because it has Monday Night Raw and the pay-per-view. You have to get something for $40. The ESPN. That's crazy. That's diabolical work. Not only if you... They want you to have, altogether, that's probably $300, $400 altogether just for wrestling. That's diabolical. WWE is trying to, in Europe, it's more convenient for you guys because you get Monday Night Raw, Netflix, and if you have cable, you get SmackDown and NXT. But you also get NXT pay-per-views on Netflix. It's a lot more convenient for you guys because in America, you have to have cable. You have to have Peacock if you want to watch Saturday Night Main Event and NXT pay-per-views. You have to have ESPN. You have to have all these different things. But I digress. So, do I think Triple H booking is bad? I don't get what people think are so bad about Triple H booking. Now, this could be just because I'm more open-minded, or because I don't care about the story all the time. If the story is intriguing, I'm more interested in the match. Okay, but if it's just I'm gonna beat you up, I don't care about it. I don't care about storytelling. I just care about what's happening in the ring. If the storyline is not interesting, then the match itself, I don't judge it on the story. I judge it on the in-ring work. That's what people want to judge it on the story instead of what's happening in the ring. If what's going on in the ring is much better than the story, it's still a good product. Because that's what matters, the in-ring stuff, not the story. If you want to watch something that's story and action, watch a TV show. Watch an action movie. If you want something with good story, plot, and action, watch a movie. This is not supposed to be a movie. This is supposed to be a sport. Sorry. That's what I don't get. Oh, the story's terrible. Who cares about the story? This is people who are supposed to be fighting each other. I don't care why they're fighting. I just want to see title match. The only thing that I think needs building is title matches. I don't care why AJ Styles hates Dominic if it's not for a title. Even for a title, if the storyline is at least a little bit intriguing, it doesn't have to be this groundbreaking story. If you want to watch that, watch anything else. There's many other shows and different things that intrigue people in the action and the storytelling. But wrestling is supposed to be focusing on the wrestling. I don't think that's a hard concept to get it. But do I think Triple H booking is good? Yes. It's better than Vince's was. And that's what... As I said, I used to hate Saudi Arabia pay-per-views under Vince McMahon. Triple H made them better, and they're still in better quality. But what I don't get is why people have to hate on every little thing he does. Like, let him breathe. He's a human too. And you want me to tell you what? He's not the owner of the company. You can't be complaining about, oh, Triple H does this. For all you know, it could be coming from corporate, the people above him. He's just the CC. He's just the chief content creator. That's a high position, but not a CEO or president level. He gets control of creative. He doesn't get control of, like, what goes on in the ring, what the ring setup looks like. That is higher ups. But it's easier to blame someone who... I don't get what people think is bad booking about Triple H. Give me one thing he's done bad, and if you say not giving LA Knight a push, that's not valid. What I mean by that is he's almost 40. I know he's new to WWE, but you can't... Why would you push... And then those same people with the same audacity say push younger people. He is 40-something. That ain't young. He's getting closer to retirement, buddy. He has maybe 10 years or more left. AJ Styles, 45-ish. Maybe even older now. What are you going to do with someone that old? They're injury prone. You can't really put them in like this huge, big storyline. Drew McIntyre, and the same thing, Drew McIntyre's my favorite wrestler, but I understand why he loses all the time. It's his character. If Drew McIntyre wins all the time, his character of thinking everyone is against him won't work. Like, he's going up against everyone who think he messed him up, did this, he's becoming more dangerous. You can't have that if he is the champion, because who messed him up? He's champion now, and this heel Drew McIntyre's whole thing is that he's being messed up every time this is happening to him, blaming everyone for his mistakes. That's heel Drew McIntyre, and what I don't get is why people are like, oh, they're pushing Logan Paul. He's a good wrestler. Calm down. I don't care. If you can't distinguish a person outside and inside the ring, you shouldn't watch wrestling. I mean, what's the worst thing he's... I can't say the worst thing he's done. I mean, what has he done that really deserves all this hate? He's a good wrestler. What does what he have to do outside of the ring have anything to do with what's going on in the ring right now? That's my argument. If you can't separate real life from wrestling, you just can't watch the product. There's no, way around it. You're either going to have to accept what's happening, or just go with the flow. I suggest go with the flow. There's no reason at all for any of this to be happening. Like, as I said, just because the person you want to win, and I don't get if the first match is bad and the main event is decent, that's not a bad show. Those two matches mean nothing if the whole show is bad. WrestleMania 27, the whole show was bad. There wasn't one redeeming match about it. That's what makes it bad. But if the main event was good and the first match was good at WrestleMania 27, which I think The Miz main evented, that wouldn't make it good if the rest of the show still bombed terribly. Like WrestleMania 36. People hated Roman Reigns versus Triple H. That match was good. Like, I don't get why, and some of the other matches were overwhelming, but it was still a good show. It had good things about it, you know. I don't complain about every little detail, you know. I want to enjoy wrestling. I look about what's going on in the ring, not the whole story. If you have to watch wrestling for the story, story is important, but it ain't what wrestling is about. It's about the action in the ring. Right? But overall, I think WWE now has been better. I do have to agree with the, they put licensing on this now. Stop complaining about it. Like, those little changes don't bother me. As long, the Slim Jim tables, that bothers me to no end. It's because it's only Slim Jim on two sides of the table. Why not just put a giant Slim Jim on the table or something? But I miss when it was just the Prime bottle, but see, I don't complain about it all that much. What I complain about is the lack of original new match type ideas. I swear, every pay-per-view is the same stuff over again. There's nothing exciting about them anymore. All of them feel the same. So SummerSlam was good because on night 2 it had a whole bunch of stipulation matches. But granted, 2 of them were almost the same thing. A no disqualification in a street fight were exact same rules, and you had 2 of them on the same night. You couldn't put one inside Hell in the Cell. You couldn't do a last man standing match. You could have done something more exciting. No, you have to do the same match types over and over and over. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Goodbye.